Home to the first president of the United States, Fredericksburg, Virginia, is also home to none other than Rush Hour Live Escape Games. Interviewing with me today is owner Paul Wood. Having a military background and solid core values, there is no wonder why Rush Hour Escape Games is dedicated to providing a wholesome, family-friendly atmosphere. With 6 different amazing rooms and the ability to fit your whole family in one room, I can see why this family-owned business is something you don't want to miss. So let's join the party and become part of the family on this episode of Find Your Escape. Hey guys, welcome back to Find Your Escape. I am Amanda Contreras, your host, and I am talking with Paul from Rush Hour Live Escape Games in Virginia. How are you doing today, Paul?
I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
Awesome. How is the weather out there, by the way? I have to ask right now because it's cold and I have a heater next to my desk.
That's not too bad. It was really cold for the first part of December. Now it was like 44, but it's rainy. We're going to have rain all weekend long here.
Oh, wow. So do you guys find it busier in the rainy season?
Oh, very much so. Absolutely. So when it's nasty out, people tend to come inside, and that's, a lot of times as soon as I see the rain coming, I'm getting on Facebook or whatever and saying, hey, come play a nice, warm, dry escape room.
Tell me a little bit about you and kind of how you got started, what your background is, and what made you decide to get into owning an escape room.
A retired naval officer, right? I was in the Navy for 24 years.
Okay.
And currently I still work as a contractor supporting the missile defense agencies.
Oh, wow. Okay.
My oldest grandson's actually 22 years old. And he graduated from Navy boot camp in 2016 in July. And we went out there and went to go play. We stumbled across 60 to Escape in the Gurney Mills Mall out there, which had opened like the week prior. And they only had one room running. And I'd never heard of escape rooms, but Isaiah's girlfriend, Nikki, said, hey, these things are great. We got to try them. I've heard all about them in Europe. They're really huge. We got to do it. We spent the last couple of minutes trying to figure out how to defuse the bomb, and I won't give it away. We didn't win, right? We didn't finish defusing the bomb, but we were hooked at that point. I mean, the 5 of us spent the next 3 days talking about, we got to open an escape room in Fredericksburg, and what could we do for an escape room? What kind of themes could we have, and all that. We were sold. And but we came back to Fredericksburg, and I don't know. In my opinion, it was kind of hard to actually get going. I mean, back in those days when we were trying to, find a landlord and a lender, lenders were usually, get out of here. That's a stupid idea, or.
And then, so how did you come up with your rooms? What rooms do you have? And then difficulty and how many people do they have?
On the lower end of the scale is our 2 5 to 6 person rooms. We've got Lucky Duck Speakeasy, basic 1920 Speakeasy. You got to break into the speakeasy, identify the mob boss, and defuse the bomb that he's planted, right? One of our most popular rooms, everybody loves it. It's a ton of fun. It's lower on the difficulty scale. So it's the one when people come in and say, hey, I've never done this before. I'm kind of concerned. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. That's the one I'm going to tell you to play. Then Lost Jewel Zanzibar, also 5 to 6 players, 1930s Africa. Your buddy Magnus Ferguson has found the lost jewel, but an evil warlord is trying to take it from him. So he's hidden it in his camp. You have to go to his camp in Africa and find the lost jewel. Blackbeard's brig, basic pirates. The pirates have captured you, put you in the brig of their ship, and you have to escape before they return. They've gone ashore to pillage and plunder, so you've got 60 minutes to escape before the pirates come back. The usual, we joke, very punctual pirates. They'll be back in exactly 60 minutes. Funny how that happens. That is easily our most popular room. Books the most. Everybody loves pirates. Then Murder at Mardi Gras. Again, 6 to 8 players. You're a group of jazz musicians in New Orleans. You've been playing at a club, but the club owner got murdered, and all fingers are pointing at you. So I tell people it ain't a whodunit because you done it, unless you can otherwise. Then Tomb of the Red Queen. Instead of Egypt, it's Mayans. So you're trapped in the temple. In the Mayan temple, the King Pakal has declared that you have to, his wife died, and her burial rituals were interrupted. So the Red Queen's burial rituals were interrupted, and she's been trapped in the tomb in her unfinished state. You must go in there, enter the tomb, and complete her burial ritual so she can join her husband in the afterlife. Then the 6th one, I'll fit in there, is 6 to 8. But, that one holds the records for most people we've ever put in an escape room. We had 16 people play that room one time. That was crazy. I don't think ever did it again. That was crazy.
Oh my God. How did you watch everybody?
It was hard and very loud. It was a very large multi-generational family, and they all wanted to play together. And, I always explain to customers like that. I'm like, you do understand you're going to be shoulder to shoulder in this escape room.
Right. There are 16 of you.
Then the last room is our first creation of our own. We designed Something Wicked. You are a team of paranormal investigators sent to Deep Creek Forest to find out why people have been disappearing from the forest, including the first team of investigators sent to find out what's wrong in the forest, right? So it's our spooky room. We opened it just in time for Halloween this year. It's lit entirely in black light. It's also an outdoor escape room. So the setting is outdoors. So when you go into the room, it's a forest. There's a forest there. Make your way through the forest and, find the last campsite of the team that went before you, right, and other things to try to figure out what happened to these poor unfortunate souls. And then we have, like I said, 8,400 square feet. So we've got room for 2 different party rooms. We do a lot of parties for people. Do a lot of corporate team building events because we have that space.
I think as we get more like into the years of escape rooms coming into America, and then if you look at the escape rooms that are in Europe, it's almost like we have to up our game so much. So the more technology, the more puzzle opens up a door, opens up this, it does this without any lock and keys. I think that's the way to go. I really do.
Well, I'm never afraid of putting a lock puzzle in there because the lock it's just the logic tester. Did I get the right answer? No. Okay. Let me go over my math again or whatever. Now did I get the right answer? Oh, look, I got the right answer. Now the puzzles have to be good. And it's not about the lock. It's not about the technology. It's about the puzzle. So is the puzzle thematic? Does it fit the theme? Does it have flow? Does it contribute to the story of the room? Right? Because we're players too. And we go through that constantly all the time of, how are we telling a story in 60 minutes, but yet not bogging down players reading 50 different things, right?
Yeah. And then, you're unique in yourself, especially with that, but do you have like 3 words that describe you and your location?
I got to say the 3 words I think that we always say, and I was just talking about this with some of my employees, is make them laugh, right? That's what we try to do. We try to make them laugh. Once we get customers laughing, we know they're not, you get a lot of people that are tense because they're just paying you $150 to put 6 people under pressure for an hour, right? They don't want to fail. Right? They think they're being graded and this is going to go on their permanent record or something like that. So we get them to laugh, get them to relax. And then, interaction with the customers is number 1. I tell all of my game masters, look, you guys are the star, right? The game is just the setting, but you are the ones that make the game good. And you got to know how to do that either by having a lot of interaction with players who may be struggling and need more help, or less interaction with more veteran players who know what they're doing, right? And, always positive reinforcement and always ensure that people are enjoying the fact that they just spent a whole lot of money to be under stress for an hour.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's funny that you say that. What are your hours?
So we are 10 to 10 Monday through Thursday, 10 to 11 Friday and Saturday, and then 11 to 8 on Sunday. We have a little bit of freedom in that we're not actually in the mall. We are outside the mall, and in the village outside, we can set our own hours and we don't have to follow mall hours. So
okay, well, I think that's it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us again. My name is Amanda Contreras, your host, and we are with Paul with Rush Hour Live Escape Games. I don't think I'm ever going to say that without chopping it, so I apologize. But if people want to book you, please tell me your phone number and your website.
The website is rushhourliveescapes.com. So we're not going to make you put Rush Hour Live Escape Games in there. So it's rushhourliveescapes.com. And we're 540-684-6695.
Perfect. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching again. We'll see you next week. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too.
Bye. Have a good day.